All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go again. This is Pop West NFL State of Play. This is week 12. My co-host, Gutta Wesley's back.
We back, baby. We doing it, man.
Last week was crazy.
Very.
Let's get to it.
Very. All right, y'all. So we're going to start off with giving you guys an injury update real quick, right? So for Thursday night, we got the Buffalo Bills at the Houston Texans. You got tight end Dalton Kincaid. He's not starting. Hamstring injury.
Mm-hmm.
We got wide receiver Curtis Samuel. He has an elbow and a neck issue.
Okay.
He's not playing. And also, we have wide receiver McCole Hartman with a calf. He's out.
Okay.
And on the Texans, C.J. Stroud for the second straight week or the third straight week, he's not playing. Concussion.
Mm-hmm.
Linebacker Jamal Hill, one of their youngest and hardest hitters, he's not playing.
Yes.
And Jalen Pitre, he has a concussion as well. Safety, he's not playing. So, just to put things in proper perspective, we got Houston without their star quarterback. You got Buffalo without their number one tight end and their number one receiver. Very interesting, right?
Right.
But at the same time, the way I see this game, guys, Houston has a very talented defense. And it's like, even when the offense is not doing what they should do, the Texans are gonna stop you. The Texans are gonna make you play hardball. They're gonna stop you on third down. They're gonna stop you on fourth down, and that's what keep them in these games and pretty much kept them in the season so far.
No question.
Right?
No question.
They're 5-5, so even if you lose this game, it ain't the end for Houston, right? But it's very critical.
It is critical.
And
I think so.
when you're 5-5 at this point in week 12, every game is like almost an elimination game.
Yeah, it's a must win,
right?
Each game.
But I don't want to get too much into that. CJ is not starting, and I know Houston is at home. I know it's Thursday night, but honestly, I got to go Buffalo in this one. They still got Josh Allen. They still got a James Cook. They still got that defense, and I just feel like they'll pull it out. I do think it'll be a close game. I don't see no blowouts whatsoever. But I'm going to go with Buffalo in this one. And I'm going to take Buffalo over Houston in this one. I like them in this game 24-16.
All right. Interesting. Well, Buffalo should win the game on paper. Even if C.J. Stroud was starting, I still would take Buffalo.
Yeah.
But I'm concerned about Buffalo defense, and I'm concerned about Josh Allen turning the ball over in the red zone. He got to stop doing that. Just got to stop.
That's very true.
I'm very concerned about that. Now, he redeemed himself last week. Great game against Tampa Bay. Although I'm concerned about that Buffalo defense gave up too many points. Way too many points at home.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I like this backup quarterback with Houston. I like the way he played every time he came and was in relief. So I'm going to take Buffalo to win this game 26-20 because I think that Josh Allen will make a play here and there, and I'm counting on him not to turn the ball over. Shout out, cuz Tim, we know we love you, baby.
Tim, what's going on?
Take care of yourself, man. Make sure you feel better. Next game.
Okay, y'all. So we pretty much both agree on that one. But next on the docket, we got a very important game in the morning slot. We got the Indianapolis Colts at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, man, that's a critical game.
Now,
critical.
Pretty much, you can effectively say this is almost a playoff game.
Yes.
I mean, like the Texans, the Chiefs are 5-5. They've already lost to the Broncos.
Yes.
They've already lost to the Chargers.
Yes.
So, you're 1-2 in your division.
Bad.
And it's a lot of tough games coming down the pipeline for Kansas City. They're playing the Colts. They're playing the Cowboys on Thanksgiving.
Interesting.
They got the Chargers again. They got the Raiders again. They got the Broncos again.
Yes. That.
It's very, very, very interesting.
Very tedious.
Now, what I will say is this. The Colts on paper are the better team. They're playing outstanding defense right now. Daniel Jones playing out of his mind.
Undeniable.
Okay?
No question.
And I'm going to be honest with you, if the committee actually voted for people other than quarterbacks, Jonathan Taylor would be MVP.
I agree.
What he's doing right now, I don't think y'all understand if y'all a little younger or if you ain't watched football for that long as we have. Running backs don't dominate like this. He's doing
it's been
a long time.
Marshall Faulk.
It's been a long time. He's doing Marshall Faulk type things.
Marshall Faulk.
He's doing LaDainian Tomlinson type things. He's doing Emmitt Smith type things. And you know what them guys all got in common?
They're in the Hall of Fame. That's right.
Thank you, sir. So, you know that running game is impeccable. They got a really good offensive line. I mean, it's kind of hard to hate the Colts right now.
It is. It's hard to hate them, man.
But what I will say is that the 2 times this year where they've lost, and we've seen them lose, has been against teams with good defenses on the road. They lost to Jacksonville, decent defense, on the road. They lost to Pittsburgh, good defense, on the road. And here you are again, on the road, against a really good defense.
They lost to the Rams on the road.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. So, excuse me, Jacksonville did beat them. It was the Rams, and it was the
Pittsburgh Steelers.
But the point's the same. Mm-hmm. Good defenses on the road.
Right.
So here we go again, on the road with a good defense.
Yes.
I like the Chiefs in this game, Pops.
Yes.
Even though I think the Colts, should win this game, mm-hmm. and I won't be surprised if they pull it out. Mm-hmm. I just feel like it's too much at stake for the Chiefs.
It is.
And Patrick Mahomes is not going to go out like this.
No question.
And if Travis Kelce, if reports are to be believed, this might be his last year playing football. And if Travis Kelce, which some say is the GOAT at the tight end position, mm-hmm. he's at least top 3 all time.
Oh, of course, no question.
If this is gonna be his last time doing this, he can't go out like
He's gonna give all he got.
All he got.
Yeah.
So I say that to say this. I believe the Chiefs are going to pull this game out. I'm sorry, Colts fan. I'm sorry, my little brother Breeze. I'm sorry. Yep. But I got to keep it real. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go with Kansas City in this one. In a tight one, y'all. Mm-hmm. But I like Kansas City. I like them 30-24.
Okay. I like the way the Colts are playing, too. And I think they're going to continue to play well. But we got a desperate Kansas City team. And they got championship pedigree. They're going to play their best game of the season. I guarantee you this. If I had $1 million, I'll put it on it. And let me say this. The thing about the Colts got a decent defense, but you can move the ball on them. The issue is Jonathan Taylor is the catalyst. He is special. You can throw the ball to him. He can run the ball. He can pick up short yardage. He can hit the home run. And he makes Daniel Jones' job easier. Now, the key to Kansas City winning this game is very simple to me. If you put 8 men in the box and you stop Jonathan Taylor and force Daniel Jones to throw the ball, your chances go up very high to win the game. They go up very tremendous.
I agree.
So to me, Kansas City, that defense is going to stop Jonathan Taylor and make Daniel Jones beat him, and that's going to be the problem for for the Colts to lose this game. I think the Colts are going to try to play their game, and I think they'll have some decent success. But at the end of the day, getting into that late third, early fourth quarter, Kansas City will press down on defense, make Daniel Jones have to throw the ball. He'll probably turn the ball over once or twice in bad situations. And then Patrick Mahomes will go down there and score a touchdown or 2. Ooh. And so I will say Kansas City win this game. I think Kansas City going to give him a few points. I'm going to say Kansas City win this game. I'm going to say 30-23 Colts. And the reason I say that, the Colts are very frustrated. I'm sorry. Kansas City is very frustrated. And the Colts are on a high right now.
Yeah.
They won that game against, who was it? Against Atlanta overseas.
Yeah.
And they was behind. They had to come back and win that game. But in any case, I think Kansas City will give us their best shot. The Colts going to try to be the Colts. And like I said, I look at it 30-23 and expect a very entertaining game.
I pretty much agree with that, too. I agree with that. All right, y'all. So next on the docket, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Seattle Seahawks at the Tennessee Titans. And I'm pretty sure I can speak for Pops. There's not really much to say about this game.
Shouldn't be.
That we haven't said for the last 11 episodes. Tennessee ain't got enough help. We like Cam Ward, and that's about it.
That's it.
Everything else got to be fixed.
That's it.
The whole house got to be remodeled.
That's
it.
I agree.
So Seattle came off a really tough loss to the Rams. And guys, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I'm serious though, Pops. If you're a Seattle fan, I'm not gonna lie. You should be very optimistic right now. Y'all lost to a really solid Rams team by 3 points on the road, and your quarterback threw 4 interceptions.
That's true.
How many times is he gonna throw 4 interceptions?
Should be blown out.
Exactly.
Should be blown out.
So that shows that defense is for real.
No question.
Y'all brought back that old Seattle defense. Y'all looking real good. Heavy hitters. They are to be respected.
That was a special defensive performance
defense
against Scott McVay and that offense at their house.
Yeah, Hall of Fame quarterback,
that was
Hall of Fame receiver. Great running game.
Beautiful.
You guys should score more points.
With that defense, that's a championship type defense.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah,
I think the Rams and Seahawks both got a championship defense. If you ask me,
okay, I agree.
But I'm gonna say this though, guys. Seattle, they should be upset. But it was a close game, and your quarterback had the worst game of the season. He's not going to continue to play like that. He's already proven to you, even though his whole career, even though he's been a journeyman, everywhere he's been, he's won. Okay. Now he might have lost as well, but he's had success at every stop.
Okay.
The man know how to win, okay?
All right.
I'm not going to disrespect Sam Darnold. I don't think he's some top 5 quarterback, but he might be top 10 or 15.
I'll give it.
He's right there. He's right there. He's right there.
I'll take it.
He's right there.
I'll take it.
I look at him, Trevor Lawrence, Baker Mayfield. They kind of all in the same group to me. I love Baker Mayfield a little bit more, but I'm just saying, to compare him to somebody else. But I digress. Seattle gonna win this game. They gotta bounce back. They need this game.
Yes.
They're chasing the Rams.
Yes.
They're gonna play the Rams again later on at their house. So this is all about playoff positioning and possibly a division title. So the Seahawks ain't done yet. They very upset and they will bounce back. And I like them against Tennessee. I'm gonna go with a score of 27-17.
That sounds about right. I think I agree with that. Now, only thing I'm gonna say about this, we pretty much agree about Tennessee. Same thing he said. I agree with that. I pretty much agree with Seattle, except for one thing. One thing I will point out: Seattle, Sam Darnold, and I've said this for years. I've seen this movie before.
We've seen it a couple times.
Okay, if Seattle, shout out to Danny, because we love you, man. But let me say this. Here's the thing: Sam Darnold played well with Minnesota. Sam Darnold had a streak with Minnesota where he was scoring all these points and that offense looked lights out.
Yeah.
And the defense is playing defense.
Right.
And they got in the playoffs and he just turned to the old Sam Darnold. So to me...
Well, I'm going to cut you off, but let's not forget the big failure of losing to Detroit on week 18 where you could have won the division.
Well, that
could have had a whole playoff game,
but also
and lost that game, and then you lost in the playoffs.
Well, then the Rams beat you in the playoffs.
Embarrassed,
and they had the best record in NFC, if I'm not mistaken, last year, right?
Second best.
Who had the best record?
Philadelphia.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, the bottom line is this: Sam Darnold shows me he can be effective in the regular season. He shows quality quarterback play. He leads the offense, but it seems like he has a ceiling, and that ceiling he always reaching and come back down.
Yeah,
so if you're a Seattle fan, you got to hope he got past that, but we're not sure yet. We'll see. Because during the 4 interception, some of the interceptions was questionable. I saw the game.
Right.
They're very questionable. He shouldn't have thrown them. Now, with that being said, that defense saved his ass. And he's very fortunate to have a Seattle defense playing for him like that. Because they should have got frustrated after they turned the ball the 4th time.
Yeah.
But in any case, Tennessee should be a Christmas gift this week. It's a Christmas gift for Seattle. The early Christmas gift. So I'm going to take Seattle to win this game pretty handily. I'm going to take Seattle to take their frustrations out on them. They'll probably win this game. I'm going to say 31-20. They're going to win by at least 11. Maybe 2 touchdowns, but I'm going to say 31-20 Seattle. And if you're a Tennessee fan, just endure the season. It's going to get better. Y'all can get some pieces. You might get another coach. I don't know. But you got a quarterback. Don't get mad at your quarterback. Don't lose faith in him. He got a quarterback. Put some pieces around him, and you probably have a decent team. But this year, you got to endure this.
I agree with that. No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. All right, y'all. So next on the docket, we got the Minnesota Vikings at the Green Bay Packers.
Ooh.
Now, as we always, as we know, divisional games, familiar opponents.
Yeah.
We don't, we see this movie before, like Pop said.
We have.
And we know how this goes. We see it twice a year.
Yes.
But unfortunately, the early hopes that I had for JJ McCarthy early in the season had pretty much all, went downhill, man.
So you can't agree with Pappa? What I said about JJ McCarthy?
No, I do agree with you. No, because, the reason why I was giving them some chances, because, like I said, it's pretty much his rookie campaign.
And he showed a little flash to you.
His first year started. And even though I'm saying that I don't like what I'm seeing, I'm still seeing some good play in him.
You saw some flash.
Yeah, so he still gives me an impression that maybe he can get it together later on.
We'll see.
But as of right now, he don't have enough. And he's not good enough by himself to make a difference. And then when you couple that with, okay, you got a decent running back. Okay, you got one of the best receivers in the league.
And a good tight end.
A good tight end. Decent offensive line.
And a defense that can carry you.
And a really good defense.
If you don't turn the ball over.
So you're pretty much showing that it's you.
Yes.
He is the reason why they're losing right now.
Yes.
So, unfortunately, I can't go Minnesota in this game. I would love to, but it's the Packers. It's a better defense. It's a better offense. They're at home.
And they got
it's in November.
Quarterback.
I say quarterback,
yeah.
but they're at home. And one thing you don't want to do as an NFC team is have to play Green Bay in the winter. A lot of y'all don't want that smoke. Y'all be saying y'all want that smoke. Y'all want that smoke.
It's cold out there,
y'all go to Green Bay, the same thing happens every time.
It's cold out there, man.
The same thing happens every time.
Yeah.
Now, aside from the Eagles get lucky, well, maybe not lucky, but playing them hard and winning, what was that, 2 weeks ago? Other than that,
good defense.
Yeah, great defense.
Defense is solid.
But other than that, most of you teams can't go to Green Bay and do that.
I agree.
And Minnesota definitely ain't gonna do it. So,
yeah,
I got to go Green Bay this week, y'all. And I don't think they're going to blow them out, but they're going to beat them pretty decisively. I'm going to go Packers 28-17.
Okay, that sounds about right. 11-point win.
Yeah.
I think these teams are kind of evenly matched, but the key X factor is quarterback play. Because I think if their defense is about middle of the pack, they both got offensive weapons, a decent offensive line, and decent coaching. So to me, that separates these two teams is the quarterback play. So with me, I've said early in other episodes, I said this is JJ, maybe be a bust, McCarthy. So he might be a bust. I'm just saying. Okay.
I mean, you don't say he's a journeyman too. Before he even took a journey.
Okay.
But I think I agree now.
I don't know if I'm gonna call him a journeyman because he missed all last year's first year.
I might agree now.
He came in. He won championship with Michigan, and I had told you just because he won a championship. I said not because of, in spite of him. I said that.
You did say that.
So the thing about it, you gave him too much credit. NFL scouts to say, oh well, he came off a championship type team. Yeah, but not because of him.
Right.
In spite of him.
Right.
He wasn't that dude. To me, he was like a late round, first round draft pick, maybe early second. But he got drafted high, whatever, it's done. Now, if you're a Minnesota fan, you better hope and pray that you didn't race a top pick on this guy. And he turned out to be who you think he should be. But from what I've seen, he had the 1 week he played real good against Detroit and beat Detroit, threw a couple touchdowns. Then he went right back next week and looked like crap. And then this past, looked like crap to me. Baltimore just reduced him down to ashes.
Yeah.
In Minnesota now. Remember, they in Minnesota. So he should have played better. But the point is, he has a lot to be desired. Green Bay now, you little sneaky, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Philadelphia went up there and played good defense. Gap integrity, I like to call it gap integrity. Stopped the run, and he forced them into some bad throws. They beat them in Lambeau Field. And a couple weeks before that, the Panthers beat them in Lambeau Field. So I'm like,
that's true.
Now the Panthers are enigma. Me and I'm still trying to figure out the Panthers. Because
hard to figure it out.
We think that they might be a playoff team, they may not, and then the defense played pretty good, and then they got a good running game, and we don't know what to think of them. Yeah. But in any case,
not sure yet.
And Green Bay lost 2 games in Lambeau Field, which is really not usual for them. They usually don't lose like that. I can see taking it. They lost against Philadelphia, their playoff team, Super Bowl champion. I can see that. I can accept that. But the one against Panthers, that's still inexplicable. We still can't understand that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So anyway, last week they beat The Giants went to the Giants, and everybody expected them to beat the Giants. To be honest with you, right? Because Dart is out, Scatterbull is out, so we expect them to beat the Giants. I mean, you would think they could beat them, so they won the game. Minnesota got beat down by Baltimore in Minnesota. It's sad.
Yeah.
So Green Bay defense, middle of the pack. You can move the ball. I expect J.J. McCarthy to play better because he got heat on him. The teammates are looking at him sideways, like, man, you're a top draft pick. You playing like this? So the teammates looking at his ass. So you got a lot of pressure on him. And plus, I'm sure he done listen to the talk radio in Minnesota all week. He been hearing him talk about his ass. So he gonna play better. Green Bay coming off the win against the Giants.
True.
They know this is important. It's a divisional game, like you said. And they play good later in the season when it get cold like this in November. I expect Jordan Love to have a good day.
Yeah.
I think Minnesota going to play some good defense against him. He won't turn the ball over. Play ball control, run the ball with what is it, Jacobs?
Yeah.
Okay, and so I'm going to say Green Bay win this game. You know what? I'm going to go with Gutta West. I'm going to say 28-17.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. I think 2017 they won by 11 or 10, 11 points. Yeah, 2017.
Yeah. Right. All right, y'all. So next on the docket, we got the New York Jets at the Baltimore Ravens. And again,
that should be a good game if the Jets show up
I doubt
and act like they somebody.
I don't think so.
If they somebody, they ain't nobody.
Well, see, this is the problem. Now, Justin Fields has been benched, unfortunately.
Again?
Yeah, unfortunately. So the starter will be Tyrod Taylor, which he's a competent. He's a competent. Backup.
He is,
and the man know what he's doing. I'm not going to disrespect him. He has some skills. The man has been in the playoffs before. The man done started on many different teams. So, but there's a reason why he's
trying to navigate the wheel.
Okay, there's a reason why Justin Fields beat him at the starter. Okay,
yeah.
So apparently he wasn't starter material.
Right.
So you put him in there because you fed up with Justin Fields, which I can understand that, but there's a lot more things going on with the Jets that's bad than Justin Fields.
I agree.
But whatever. You're going into Baltimore, a team that needs the game, a team that gotta beat you, a team that know they can beat you.
Yes.
And it's like, the defense is good. They've been good, but now you don't got Sauce Gardner no more.
Yeah.
Now you don't got Quentin Williams no more.
There you go.
And I believe they lost someone else too, another top starter on their team.
Yeah.
Plus injuries.
Yes.
That defense ain't the same defense that it was.
It's not.
And
it's not.
When they go to Baltimore, I don't see what they're gonna be able to do other than, be NFL competitive and maybe score 1 or 2 touchdowns. But Lamar is Lamar. And he back for real.
Jackson.
And every week he get back, he looks stronger than he's stronger than
like
before.
Getting back to his old self.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like Lamar Jackson is only getting better, and I feel like with the defense, with the home field advantage, you got to go with Baltimore in this one, man. So I'm gonna go with Baltimore in this one, and I like Baltimore in this game. Let's say 31-17.
Okay. What I was saying about if it'd be an interesting game and just bring the defense, because I'm thinking they can play defense if they put their mind to it with some of the backups that they have, because it's a defensive-minded coach. That's what I'm thinking. And I think the only way they can even have a chance in the game, they got to play defense and run the ball and control the clock and keep Lamar Jackson off the field. Otherwise, they're going to get blowed out. There's no other scenario.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to get blowed out, plain and simple. Now, with that being said, even if they try to do that and try to win this for the coach, because see, each game now they're trying to keep the coach's job. That's what I think. That's my opinion. So they're playing for the coach's job.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So I'm going to say this. They're going to try to give a good performance. As long as Lamar Jackson turn the ball over, they're going to win the game no matter what the Jets do. No matter what they do, Baltimore going to win the game. As long as they don't turn the ball over.
Right.
Now, I'm expecting a little competitive game, but in the fourth quarter, Baltimore get physical with Henry and run the ball and control the clock. So, and with that Baltimore defense playing like it's been playing, if they can't run the ball, they're going to have a long day. They got to establish a run game early in the first, second quarter. They don't, Baltimore just going to suffocate them. Because I don't
that's what I think.
Yeah, I don't expect the quarterback to get the ball down and feel like he wants. So with that being said, I'm gonna take Baltimore to win this game. In a low scoring game, but I think they'll win by a substantial amount. So I'm gonna take Baltimore to win this game. I'm gonna say 28-14. So they won by 14 points, and that would be like 42 points. That's 28-14, Baltimore.
Okay. I can respect that. Well, next on the docket, ladies and gentlemen, we got the New York Giants at the Detroit Lions.
Well, we don't got to say too much about that.
Exactly. So I kind of feel we can say the same points we just made about the previous game about this game.
Similar.
We like what we saw from the Giants earlier in the year. Even though I thought it was time to fire that coach, I think they should have gave him the rest of the season.
I agree.
I don't really understand.
Give him to the rest of the season.
Yeah, like I never understood why a team would fire a coach, towards the end of the season, and you already got the playoff contention.
They was already thinking about firing him anyway. They just pulled the trigger.
No, I understand that.
But I do understand
to me, it's kind of petty.
No, you should have let him play.
It's kind of petty. It's like, my dude, you knew that he wasn't that by week 5. So it was about week 12.
But you lose Dart and Scatterbrain.
No.
So now let him stay to the rest of the season then.
No, that's what I'm saying. But let's not forget Malik Neighbors. So you lose your superstar, okay, your big dog. Then you lose your young franchise quarterback for I don't know how long he'll be out, and it's got to be out for the season.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So the number one receiver out for the season, your new number one running option is out for the season, and Dart might be out for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
All you got the option is Russell Wilson or Jameis Winston, which are 2 great backup quarterbacks to have. The problem is the Giants team ain't good enough.
I don't know if Russell Wilson's a great backup to have, but
decent.
At this time in his career, he's so. But go ahead.
I'm not gonna say that because I have to compare him to Kirk Cousins. I got to compare him to Joe Flacco. I got to compare him to other backups. So
Flacco is better of all 3.
Okay. I'll
agree this man.
No.
Flacco would be better.
Pops,
I will take him.
Pops, you're right. I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
Because he's probably a better option.
Oh, yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I don't think he's that bad of an option. But I digress.
Okay.
The bottom line, guys, is they ain't got enough. Same like the Jets. It's all bad in New York right now.
Yes.
It's all bad.
It is.
And the Lions, another team that needs
it's up for Buffalo, but it's upstate New York. But
you know what? He's right. So, so shout out Buffalo, but But, Detroit 6-4. They need this game. They keep themselves in that conversation. Chicago is right on top of them in the division, which is crazy right now.
Detroit is sort of in the same situation as Kansas City.
They right there.
They can't
6-4.
They can't be bullshitting right there.
They're almost 500.
They got to win all the rest of their games.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Or at least win 5 of them.
You mean 5-1? Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, 5-1.
You can afford to take one more loss.
5-2 because 7 games left. So
you can afford. I say 1 loss, not 2.
He might be right.
I mean, it's been a good position.
He might be right.
But 2, you still can get in. I get it. But yeah, go ahead.
No. I feel what you're saying because you're right. It might be a little too late.
You just want to be solid.
So Pop's definitely right about that. They got to win these games when they count, right?
Yep.
Now, I'm gonna say this though, right? The Lions need the game. They at home, and they're going against a team that don't have enough. So
absolutely.
So I have to go with Detroit, and they're gonna score a lot of points, y'all, because that's what Detroit does. So I like Detroit this one, man. I like them in this one, 34-21.
Sounds about right to me. Detroit is pissed off. Let's just call it what it is.
And they should be.
And we saw the game last week. And I'm gonna give Coach Campbell some criticism now. And I like him as a coach. I like how he got these guys playing for him. But he decided to call the plays this last week. He said he's gonna call the plays because I guess he didn't like his offensive coordinator calling the plays. That's what he said. Now to me, I talked to Gutta about this years ago when he was younger. One of my critical problems with some of these coaches, when a team is playing lights out defense and you can't protect your quarterback, what have I always said? You got to change the tempo, go to a 2-minute drill, Every couple quarters, make sure you do a play action fake, roll your quarterback out to the right or the left. Make that defense stretch it out. Make them have to run 2 or 3 more yards to get to you. Make sure you do misdirection. Make sure you change the tempo. You just don't keep doing the same thing over and over when they stopping you and you see they're giving you problems. You becoming a one-trick pony. They're figuring you out. If they got gap integrity and you can't run the ball, although Gibbs had a good running game. He had some big runs in that game.
Yeah.
But the point we're trying to make is there was no reason for Goff to sit in that pocket. And you saw Philadelphia constantly putting pressure on the man, and they couldn't block him properly, and you're not going to roll him out. You're not going to go to a 2-minute drill. Come on. Why would you keep doing the same thing over and over and expect better results? So to me, you were being stubborn. You said, well, we got all these weapons. We're Detroit. We're just going to keep doing it till something pop. No. It's called chess, not checkers. We move this around, move that pocket around, make Philadelphia think about something else, and also don't give them a chance to just switch out players and get set for you. Once you run a play and you get down and go to the line of scrimmage, hike the ball. If they get called off the line of scrimmage or they get called 12 men on the field, that's 5 yards for you. Don't play into their situation. Give them a chance to make exchanges and everything. So to me, I was mad with Campbell did not alter his play calling. He did not change the whole pace of what he was doing. I said, boy, what are you doing? What, you know you got the weapons. You have the weapons, but you got to change around, do different things. With that being said, I'm assuming he's going to look at film this week and saw what he did was wrong. Also, he got a weaker opponent this time with the Giants. So with that being said, Detroit should blow them out with no problem. They're going to score at will. They're going to take their frustrations out on them. So to me, I'm expecting Detroit to score about 34 points. So I'm going to say Detroit to win 34-17, minimum. So they're going to win by like 17 points, I'd say. So 34-17 on an easy win. They're going to feel good about themselves. But they also got to realize we got to play like this every week. Yeah. And when we play a team like Philadelphia that have a good defense, we got to adjust and we got to flex.
Definitely.
And so if you're a fan of Detroit, you guys see this content, remember what Pappa West said.
Yeah.
So Detroit 34, Giants 17. Next one.
Right. And I we both agree on that one. And I would say Detroit definitely got to win that game because next on our docket we got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Chicago Bears. Now the reason why I tie that into Detroit is because Chicago has a 1-game lead and they are number 1 in the NFC North right now,
which is very surprising.
It's very surprising.
Yeah.
But even more of a surprising and will be an issue is what's going on in Pittsburgh right now. Now, Aaron Rodgers has a fracture in his wrist.
Yeah.
They, as of right now today, they have not stated that he's not going to play yet. But it looks like it's trending down that he's not going to play.
He's an older player.
So it looks like most likely they're going to sit him out for a week because the wrist injury don't need surgery. So he might need the extra week to heal back up and get right, proper medicine, and he'll be ready for next week.
And he's older.
He's older.
Yeah.
So with that being said, you got Mason Rudolph. My problem with that is that I see this Pittsburgh Steelers team struggle this year with Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
And then you gonna tell me that Mason Rudolph gonna go in there with the same struggle that Aaron Rodgers had with really just one competent receiver.
I agree.
An okay running back.
I agree.
And then of course defense is what saves them.
Yes.
And like Pops always says, how long is the defense gonna hold up?
They get tired and frustrated.
Because Chicago also happens to have a good defense. But their offense playing better than Pittsburgh right now.
Okay.
And they're more healthy.
Yes.
So I look at it as Chicago got a better running game. Mm-hmm. They got 2 competent receivers, a really good tight end, a decent young quarterback, and decent defense playing middle of the pack. When I look at it, it's kind of hard for me to say, Pittsburgh going to just win that game without Aaron Rodgers. So even though I think it's going to be a close game, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go with them cardiac Bears, man. I'm going to go with the Bears again, man. And I'm going with the Bears. And I'm going to have to go with Chicago on this one, y'all. I like Chicago. It's going to be a close one, but I like Chicago at the 27-21.
I kind of agree with that. My only comment on this game is quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers is a handicap. They got a handicap.
Not fair.
He's a handicap. So unless Pittsburgh can cause 3 or 4 turnovers and generate them into touchdowns, not field goals, they can win this game in a dirty, ugly game that's physical. And put pressure on Caleb Williams. And trust me, he will turn the ball over if you put pressure on Caleb Williams.
For sure he will.
But I think this coach seemed to understand what he got in Caleb Williams. He seemed to understand it.
Exactly.
So he knows to run the ball with the guy, make him throw sparingly, don't have him get into no shootouts, and then make sure the defense can stop the run and get after the quarterback, and just play basic football with this guy. Don't make it pretty. Just do what we have and get the job done. So to me, because of the quarterback with Pittsburgh, I'm expecting a low scoring game. They're going to try to run the ball with time. We're going to try to, dirty the game up and get physical and try to play time possession. But I think that Chicago, like he says, they got a little bit too much right now. And I think Caleb Williams is going to play better than their quarterback. And so I'm going to take Chicago to win this game. I'm going to say 24-14. 38 points, 24-14, a low scoring game. I like Chicago.
24-14. Okay, I mean,
yeah,
I can definitely see that coming, right?
Low scoring game.
I mean, but I think
a lot of field goals could be.
Well, no, I do.
Especially from Pittsburgh.
Well, no, I do think it's going to be a lot of field goals because I don't think it's going to be a lot of touchdowns.
But don't forget, before 10, you got to score a touchdown here and then some field goals or whatever you got to for to end up in that score. If they only score 14.
Right.
So that's why I say it could be 24-13 or something. But I'm just going to give you a number 24-14 right now.
Right. Okay, so next on the docket, ladies and gentlemen, our last game on the morning slot, we got the New England Patriots at the Cincinnati Bengals. And there's been some conflicting reports out there that Joe Burrow
Big Balls
has been practicing, and I believe he was a full participant yesterday.
Really?
And they're saying that he is aiming to play. His goal was to play this week.
Really?
I don't think he's going to play this week, but it's a possibility that he can play.
That would be nice for the Cincinnati Bengals.
But I'm sorry to tell you, Cincinnati Bengals fans, it's a little bit too late. I don't even care.
Well, we know that.
I don't care if Joe Burrow healthy and does play.
But you mean we just want to see a good performance?
No.
They can't go anywhere.
No. Paul's right about that. If he plays, it'd be a competitive game worth watching.
NFL fan, we want to see Joe Burrow play.
The problem is, ladies and gentlemen, it's a little too late. Whether Joe Burrow's healthy or not, ready to play or not, that defense ain't ready.
Yeah, the defense is awesome.
And I don't know if y'all have been watching the pictures this year. You should start watching
for real,
because they go expose that defense even more than they been exposed already.
They look for real.
Because the way they running the ball, the way that Drake May throwing that ball, the kind of plays they calling, this gonna be a long day for the Bengals defense. And then you on reverse, you got an offense that's not gonna have Jamar Chase, ain't got no kind of running game, and we gonna pretty much bank on T. Higgins, a tight end, and maybe Joe Flacco. And Joe Flacco hurt his shoulder, so he's been limited in practice.
Jamar Chase not playing.
He's suspended.
What he got suspended
for spitting on Jalen Ramsey last week?
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, he's suspended.
For how many games?
For what I heard, just this game. But what I'm saying is, this is an important game.
Yeah.
And if Joe Burrow was coming back, it's like, what's the point of him coming back? At this particular time, like I said, I think it's too late. And the Patriots are on a roll. They play a great defense. They right up there with the Broncos, tied for number 1 seed in the AFC, and they don't want to get that up. And I think that the Patriots are going to go in there and handle business. They're going to beat them soundly. And I like the Patriots in this game, man. And I like the Patriots. I like the Patriots 30-20.
Interesting. I think the Patriots are the better team, and they should play well. They've been playing well. I think Cincinnati does need Jamar Chase. Without him, that kind of limits what Flacco could do. If he was there, I would give him a fighting chance because the offense. The Patriots' one weakness is their secondary.
Yeah.
The free safety and the cornerback. So you can throw the ball. And that's what Flacco won't do anyway.
No. That's true.
Now, the unfortunate part of that is, as soon as Flacco score, they can go right back down and score on their defense, just like that. So I would give Flacco a chance in the shootout, but without Jamar Chase, one of his bazookas, how you gonna get it done? Now I think it might be competitive, might be more competitive than we think. Now, if Cincinnati defense decide to flare up and bow up, and then force Drake man to some turnovers, and they get some turnovers, and Flacco gets some short fields, that could be interesting because that all he want to do is throw the ball down the field anyway. So with that being said, I don't think that would happen, but it could. But I don't think it will. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the Patriots to keep it rolling, and I think the Patriots probably will win something like 31. I'm gonna say 31-21.
Pretty much.
31-21.
Yeah, pretty much. We pretty much agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. So our first game on the afternoon docket, very exciting for me and Papa West, man. Shedeur Sanders is gonna get his shot, and he's gonna start for the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
As they take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, this is one of those things where it's like, both teams ain't going to the playoffs.
Right.
We know how bad the Raiders are.
We do.
And we want to see Shedeur.
We do.
So we finally get what a lot of us fans asked for.
Okay, I want to see
We want to see him in the NFL, in a real NFL game,
we saw a little bit of him last week, but he didn't start.
No, exactly. And you're going against a talented Ravens defense that knows his team, and he knows nothing.
And now he's going against a talented. He's going against a talented. Well, no, that's not true. I'm thinking about their defense, the Browns defense. My bad.
When in practice. But the bottom line is he get
the Raiders defense. He should be able to move the ball.
Yes, he get first team reps for the first time all year. Yeah. He's going against a really bad defense right now. Mm-hmm. We love Max Crosby and all that,
but he ain't got nothing to help him.
Max, you should never sign that deal. And I know you want to take care of your family and generational wealth and all that. You so good, you could have got that same money somewhere else.
Well, he wanted to be loyal to the Raiders franchise.
No, what's his name? The same way Michael Parsons did. You could have went somewhere else.
Yeah.
Went to the Colts. Went to the somewhere.
But also they
got paid.
Also, they lost a defensive player early in training camp, and they lost another defensive lineman during the first 2 or 3 games that was supposed to help him hunt the quarterback.
I'm aware.
So he lost a couple pieces to help him rush the quarterback.
I'm aware of the losses, Pop.
Yeah, and that hurts him.
It's the NFL.
Because he can't do it all by himself.
It's the NFL, man. They all got losses.
Well, I'm just saying he can't do it all by himself.
The problem with you saying is, I agree with you, but my issue is that defense wasn't so great to begin with.
I think it would have been if he would have lost one of the pieces.
No.
Okay,
the guys you're talking about, the guys were pieces that could have been something. They didn't prove it yet. So it's on potential.
Potential.
For what I saw in the preseason and what I saw last season,
potential.
That defense wasn't going to be that. No one's better or worse.
It was potential.
Now the defense, the Raiders defense hasn't been trash. They
showed flashes.
They just ain't been good.
I say they showed flashes.
They've been okay.
They showed some
against
flashes
certain teams.
Okay, against certain teams.
And I don't like what I'm seeing.
Against certain teams because y'all
against
showed
the Raiders.
Y'all showed out. Y'all showed out Monday night to get that defense.
Against us, I ain't like what I saw.
You went up and down the
Against
field.
the Broncos, I ain't like what I saw. Against the Chiefs, I ain't like what I saw.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
You showed out.
Just saying. But anyways, guys, back to the whole
showed
point.
out.
The point is, this is the Shedeur show. Okay? All of us fans that's watching, we want to see Shedeur Sanders. We want to see this young man get his opportunity.
We do, man.
He's getting it. He's gonna be on TV. Everybody gonna be watching it, and we want to see him win. And I believe that he will win. Mm-hmm. I believe that the Browns are going to pull this one off. Shedeur going to get his first start and his first win. It's going to be a close game. Don't expect no blowout. Don't expect no, a lot of touchdowns. I don't really see that in this game because of the Cleveland defense. And because I think that because Shedeur is young, because he's inexperienced, he might have an interception, he might have a fumble, turnover on 4th down, whatever. So the Raiders are going to get more opportunity to score, and they will score, but they won't score enough. So ultimately, I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns in this game, and I like them in this game in a close one, y'all.
Yes,
I like them 23-20.
Well, I do agree with that for the most part. I'm gonna say since he's a rookie quarterback, and this is actually first NFL start officially.
Right.
The Raiders may play better, although they looked horrible last week. They really did.
Yeah, it was bad.
I mean, that was pretty bad.
So
I'm gonna say this. This could be a toss-up game because of the inexperience of Sanders. That's the only reason I say that, because the defense is going to keep him in it. But here's the thing. If the Raiders decide to play defense and stop the run and force him to throw the ball, he might turn the ball over a couple times. So that's why I'm saying it could be a toss-up only because if he's starting as a rookie. But on paper, as long as he don't turn the ball over with that defense, they should be able to overcome that and still win the game. So I'm going to say that the head coach is not going to put him in harm's way. Pick and choose when he's going to throw the ball. Make sure they run the ball. Yeah. And even if the Raiders play good, it'll be a low-scoring game. I'm going to take the Browns to win this game. I'm going to say 23-16 Browns. 23-16 Browns.
23-16? Okay. A little less than I thought. Okay. All right, y'all. So next on the docket, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Arizona Cardinals. And again, guys, this is one of those games that we really ain't gotta go too much detail about this game.
Not too much.
Y'all know what the Cardinals are. I know they beat my Cowboys.
Yes.
That was an enigma. It should never happen. Okay? And they proved that when it happened to them against Seattle the next week. But I digress.
You mean last week when 49ers did to them? 49ers last week was 49ers.
Oh no, 49ers right last week. And before that was Seattle. They put
hands on them.
Both stopped them.
They left fingerprints on their ass.
But the defense is like non-existent. Mm-hmm. And Jacoby Brissett is what we already knew he was, a backup. Like, I don't know why y'all got so excited. Oh, Jacoby Brissett. Like, y'all really were questioning keeping him over Kyler Murray. That's crazy.
He's a decent backup.
That's crazy.
He's a decent backup.
But anyways, the man ain't that, okay? He ain't that.
Yeah.
And he's going against this Jaguars team with a really good defense. Mm-hmm. And Trevor Lawrence has had a really impressive bounce back season. He looked good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You got some young receivers on that team that look good. The running game is decent with ETN. I mean, Jacksonville has been playing, like night and day compared to last year, right?
Okay.
And, I feel like the coach has been coaching better. I feel like everybody's been improving. Mm-hmm. And, Trevor Lawrence might be my comeback player of the year, if they get to the playoffs. But that's neither here nor there.
Go ahead.
Arizona ain't got enough. So, unfortunately, that's what they lined up against this weekend. And, it's at Arizona, and the game might be closer than people might think. But I still like the Jacksonville Jaguars in this game. And I like the Jags 27-20.
Well, okay, 27-20. That's a few more points. What can you say? Okay, I disagree with him, with Trevor Lawrence. He still, to me, look like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. One week he look good, other week he don't. One quarter he looks good, another quarter he doesn't. So he underthrows the ball, overthrows the ball. He's fortunate he has a very good defense this year, and he got a good running game. That's what's been saving his ass, to be honest with you.
That's true.
Because he's inconsistent to me. But I can see where Gutta West might say it could be a comeback player year for him if he continue to win and they make the playoffs and win in the playoffs. At least win one playoff game. Then I would go with him. Other than that, I'd say Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, quarterback season so far for him. Jacoby is cool. He's a backup, like you said. He's decent, fair. They got so many problems on the Arizona team, as far as how they're playing defense, offense. Yeah. I'm going to take Jacksonville to go up in there and win a close game. Arizona could win it if Jacksonville turn the ball over. You always got to be concerned about Trevor Lawrence turning the ball over. But I think they got so many holes, it may not matter. So I'm going to take Jacksonville defense to save the day and win a close game. I'm going to say 27-24 Jacksonville. So wait, there you go, 27-24.
Okay, all right. And next on the docket, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh,
now we already spoke on it already. You guys saw what happened on Monday night.
We did.
Great team win for my guys.
Gotta give it to you.
On the bye week.
Yes.
Getting our 3 new defensive guys we traded for. We got guys off of injury.
Yes.
We went through a personal tragedy with our players.
That was very bad. Brutal.com.
He self-exited. We'll just say that.
Brutal.com.
It was very, very sad. Something that Dak Prescott has dealt with personally with his own brother.
Yeah, that hits close to home.
Yeah, it's a very sensitive topic. We don't want to go too deep into that.
Yeah.
But it was very sad. And them guys were galvanized and they played like brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And which is I love that. But then we got to get back to the reality of the NFL. And the reality is we played against a team that ain't that good.
You did.
Now one would say, well, they're either better or worse than the Cardinals, and the Cardinals beat y'all. Okay, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah,
but I felt like the Cardinals had way more than the Raiders had. So I felt like,
I agree.
Even though it's on the road, it's the Raiders, dog. Defense ain't been playing good all year. Offense can't score.
Right.
And then you go against an elite offense with a dude like at Dak Prescott playing at an MVP level, with a defense that has played better than they played the whole season. You see,
that was a better performance.
Our new few pieces are actually making a difference.
That was a good performance against that.
Yeah, so
we know the Raider team is really soft.
Yeah, so get our boy Diggy back from his injury, get Malik Hooker back from injury, and then you plug in our boy from Cincinnati. I forget his name right now, from Cincinnati, and Quentin Williams from the Jets. Mm-hmm. And you plug them in together with everybody else. That particular group looked pretty good. Now again, it's against the Raiders. Mm-hmm. So we're not going to sit here and act like, we just beat a great team.
You did.
This is the real test right here.
It is.
This is the best team in the NFC.
It is.
And it might be the best team in the whole NFL.
Could be.
Because regardless of what y'all think about Jalen Hurts, and they ain't scoring enough points, then guess what? They got enough W's. And that's all that matters.
They got enough good defense, too.
They got enough great defense.
Yeah.
Playing amazing defense.
Yes.
Right now. I think only the Patriots... And who else? And Rams is like even comparable in the stats.
And right Seattle now. Defense good
in
too.
Seattle. Yeah. Those like the top 5 guys.
Yeah.
Right, top 4 guys. So Philadelphia gonna play a hell of a defensive game against us. But what I want to say to all my Cowboy faithful out there, y'all know I keep it 1,000. We don't cap over here. We don't D-ride over here. I'm not gonna tell you the Cowboys gonna win because I want them to win. If I believe they're gonna win, I'm gonna say it. I think we're gonna lose. Honesty. I said we're gonna lose.
Honesty.
This is one of them games where I'm very confused. Because I'm not so gung-ho to say we're going to win, but I would not be surprised if we pull this off, though, too. But if we lose, it wouldn't surprise me neither.
Yes.
So, of course, we got to give you guys a pick. We got to give you guys a prediction of the score.
Give us a pick.
I think that defense is going to play just as good as they played. We played them in the beginning of the season. Mm-hmm. And we was able to get them a game, and it was a 4-point game on the road. Now you reverse it. We out our house. We got some momentum. Mm-hmm. We got a new look defense somewhat.
We'll see.
The same offense we had all year. Mm-hmm. And we need this game.
Okay.
So I look at it like this. I look at it as... it's a toss-up, like my dad would say, flip on the coin. But I think the Cowboys is going to pull this one out, y'all. I think they're going to pull it out. It's going to be a nail-biter like always. It's going to be if you're a Cowboy fan, you're going to be nervous. You're going to have anxiety. It's going to be one of them games because it's always one of them games. Mm-hmm. And I think we're going to pull this one out, Papa West. And I like the Cowboys 28-24.
I'm going to say, on paper, Philadelphia should win the game. On paper,
they should.
I think the Cowboys, you got to be a little skittish on backing them in back-to-back weeks. They did come off the bye, and they called the Raider team was really soft. I thought Raiders would play better, although.
Yeah, me too.
Shout out to nephew Taco Beats of Raiders, bruh. Love you, man. Anyway, but the bottom line is, here's the thing. Dallas can win this game. He's right. I don't disagree with that. They can. But they're going to have to do what Detroit didn't do. They're going to have to move the pocket and go in a 2-minute drill.
Yeah.
They can't do a regular blocking scheme against the way that defensive line is getting after the quarterback and they're playing gap integrity, I'm talking about Philadelphia, they're playing lights out defense. So if they do that, they're just going to run over Dallas. They're going to be able to stop them, stop the run, and force Dak into inadvised throws. So to me, this Philadelphia-Dallas game should be competitive. Might be surprising. Yeah. I'm gonna take Philadelphia based on their defense alone. I'm gonna take Philadelphia to win a high scoring affair because I think Dallas is gonna find a way to put some points on the board. So I'm gonna take the Philadelphia Eagles to win 30-24. 30-24.
All right. I mean, respectable. All right, y'all. In our last game on the afternoon docket, we got the Atlanta Falcons at the New Orleans Saints. And to be quite honest with you guys, man, this kind of sucks for me. Because I'm a fan of Michael Penix Jr., man.
Yeah.
And for him to hurt his knees again, it's just...
I'm thinking he don't got an NFL body. Hope I'm wrong.
I don't know, he got NFL knees, but...
Well, same difference.
But either way...
Yeah.
It's just disappointing, man.
It's sad.
The brother, won't be able to continue the rest of the season. The Saints don't know who their quarterback gonna be, right?
Yeah.
They're at home, and it's like two teams that you don't even want to watch. A 3-7 squad versus a 2-8 squad. Like nobody want to see this.
Yeah. You just a fan of that city.
If you're a diehard Saints or Falcons fan,
that's it.
We're not watching this game.
Right.
Sorry to tell y'all that, but that's the real truth.
It's fact.
With all that being said, I mean, I'm going to have to go with Kirk Cousins because he got weapons. He still got Pitts. He still got Drake London. He still got B.J. Robinson in an okay defense versus a very mediocre Saints team.
I agree.
So I'll go with the veteran with Kirk Cousins in this one. Wouldn't be shocked if they lose, but I'm going to go with them in this one. Won't be a whole lot of points in this one either, y'all. And I like the Falcons in this one. I'll take them 21-17.
I think this is the toss-up. I don't trust Cousins at all, to be honest with you, but he do got a lot of weapons. If Stroud is playing, I think it's Don Stroud, the guy for the New Orleans, he showed me some flashes. I don't know a lot about him, but what I've seen, he showed me some flashes. I think if they can run the ball, they play very good defense at home, just because at home, and I don't trust Cousins, I'm going to take New Orleans to win this game. So I'm going to take New Orleans to win this game in a probably pretty close one. I'm going to take New Orleans to win this game probably 24-21 New Orleans.
I'm a little surprised that you were doing that one, but I see where you're coming from with that. I see you. All right, y'all. And for Sunday Night Football, baby, prime time, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Los Angeles Rams. Ooh. Now, this is a game you want to watch right here.
Sounds sexy.
Now,
very sexy.
I'm going to be honest, guys. Y'all know I'm not shy about it. We like Baker Mayfield. We're big fans of him. The man is a good quarterback. And more importantly, he's overcome a lot. And even though when he was pushed down, when he was looked over, when he was traded away, the man never gave up his dreams.
He's changed, turned into a solid playoff winning quarterback and reliable.
Yes, because I don't want to say mature because the man was already a grown man, but he evolved into a better quarterback.
Evolved into a more mature
and he's good. He's a more complete player now.
I agree.
With that being said, unfortunately right now, he's getting the injury bug. It happens to a lot of great teams.
It happens.
And
he's an older player too. He's a little bit older.
They've been playing really good the whole season with injuries. Mm-hmm. But like Pops always says, eventually those injuries will catch up to you and it will affect you in the long term. Yes. Now we in week 12. Every week is counting, y'all. Mm-hmm. Every game is more serious than the last game. Mm-hmm. And you're on the road versus an NFC opponent.
Yes.
That's top right now in their division. Yes. And trying to be top in the whole damn conference.
Yes.
And they got bigger aspirations than just beating the Buccaneers.
Yes.
Okay? They want to reign. And they right up in there. They in the conversation.
Correct.
Okay? And I think unfortunately for this one, even though I love Buccaneers, I love Baker Mayfield, I love Todd Bowles.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They unfortunately don't have enough. It's too many injuries. It's specifically on the offensive side, and that's where the problem is going to be. Because you don't got Mike Evans. Chris Godwin I don't know if he's 100%. I don't think he's hurt, but I don't think he's 100% Chris Godwin right now. The running game, Bucky Irvin got injured. So you got a rookie player. He's a decent guy, but he ain't Bucky Irvin.
Correct.
And I just feel like all that combined against that LA defense on the road.
Yes.
I unfortunately I gotta for the Buccaneers fans, I gotta go with the Rams in this one. I think it'll be a competitive game, but ultimately I think the Rams are gonna win this one. And I like the Rams in this one. I'm gonna take the Rams in this one. I'm gonna take them 31-23.
Well, 31-23, that's an 8-point win.
Yeah.
So I agree with basically what he's saying. I know we agree a lot, but we kind of think a lot alike. So everything, like I said, is basically what it is. We trust Baker Mayfield. If the weapons are there, the defense played pretty good for most of the season that we've seen. The Rams seem to be a complete team.
Yeah.
Scott McVay got them playing lights out on both sides of the ball. Special teams, defense, offense, they look good. They really do. And they're at home. So you just have to go with the Rams at home. Unless the Rams turn the ball over inexplicably 3 times and they get touchdowns, I don't see how they can lose the game. I just don't see it. So I'm going to take the Rams to win this game. I'm going to say, I'm going to give Tampa Bay a few more points. I'm going to take the Rams to win this game 33-27. A higher scoring game. 33-27.
Okay, I see you on that. I mean, pretty much the same thing, but yeah.
Well, I got them winning by 6. You got them winning by 11. But I said 33-27.
Well, okay, yeah.
You said 11 points, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. All right, y'all. And to give y'all the finale for Week 12, baby, on Monday Night Football. This is a very interesting game, guys.
Hello.
We got the Carolina Panthers at the San Francisco 49ers. 6-5 at 7-4.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Now, this is a very interesting game for many reasons. But the main reason to me why it's so interesting is that, like Pop said earlier, aren't the Panthers for real?
We got to figure that out
because
we really don't know.
They've shown us some flashes throughout the season.
Yes.
Where they've lost some games that maybe they should have lost.
I agree.
And they won some games that maybe they shouldn't have won.
I agree with that too.
Compared on paper, how you look at it. But the defense has been playing really decent this year. They've been on the pack. They might have been in the middle. Which they ain't gangbusters, but they ain't trash. And that's good when you have a decent offense. Yes. You have a great running game right now, and you got Bryce Young becoming who my dad thought he would be. We always had hope for he be this guy. We spoke on it. And for what I'm seeing right now, I'm seeing that same man I saw in Alabama. I see that same boy.
The last couple weeks he started these games, I would say yes.
He got the nuts. He ain't scared. It seems like he don't get too high, he don't get too low, and you have to be that to be in this position.
I agree.
Because to be a rookie quarterback on a bad team, it takes a lot to make that bad team good.
Well, he's not a rookie anymore.
No. I'm just saying, when you come to a team when all the chips are thrown at you.
Part of this season, you
gotta save him.
He was hurt, and then also he got benched.
No.
Yeah,
make him think. He didn't bench this year.
No, I'm saying. The process of getting to where he is.
Getting benched, coming back, earning the starting job, all that's part of it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, when you come to a team like that, you're the number 1 overall pick, and
a lot is expected of you.
A lot is expected of you, and they look at you to change everything for you. You're gonna save us.
Want you to be the franchise.
You're gonna save us.
Yeah.
So what Kenny Williams is doing right now with these Bears, what Cam Ward wants to do with the Titans,
yes,
what Trevor Lawrence is trying to keep up with the Jaguars,
yes,
this is a hard place to be in.
It is.
So, I'm very impressed with what I've been seeing from Bryce Young, man. Okay, now with that being said, they on the road. You playing against the 49ers.
Yes.
Their defense is going to be good no matter who the hell line up.
Great coaching.
Great coaching. And they took the whole mantra of next man up and really believe that shit.
Great coaching.
Because it's like everybody playing at the same level.
For them to have 7 wins with all their losses.
All those injuries.
And Brock Purdy in and out of the lineup.
It's incredible.
It's incredible coaching, man. Incredible coaching, man. Coaching is off the chain, man.
Now, I do think that the 49ers have also benefited off playing a couple teams that wasn't as strong as them.
Agree.
You know, and they just play better football, you know, than a lot of these teams.
Hey, they just play the schedule in front of them.
But exactly, exactly. And I agree with Pops.
That's it.
You only can play who you're scheduled to play.
That's it.
But with all that being said, I believe that this will be a very close game, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Do not sleep on these Panthers.
Yes.
If they win this game, don't be shocked. Because they're a decent team.
I would be shocked.
With decent quarterback.
You said don't be shocked. I'd be shocked.
Pops would be shocked. I would be shocked. I would be.
Shit, I'd be stunned.
I'd be a little surprised, but I would be shocked.
Well,
see, shocked is a different word.
I'll tell you why, but go ahead.
No, but shocked is like, oh my God, they're not good enough. That's shocked. So I would be shocked. But I would be surprised if they pull it off. Mm-hmm. But if I gotta go with my buddy, if I bet, I gotta give you a score and a pick. Mm-hmm. I gotta go with the 49ers at home. Primetime game. Brock Purdy back. Brock Purdy is back. The boy look good.
Yep.
And I gotta go with the 49ers, man. I still believe the game will be a close game and a very competitive game. And a fun game to watch on TV. But I'm gonna go with the 49ers in this one, and I like them in this game. I'm gonna take them 31-24.
That sounds cool. I like the 49ers for two reasons. One, the defensive coordinator for the 49ers is starting to stop the run. When you stop the run and force the quarterback into passing the ball and force them into turnovers, you win the game 80% of the time. That's just the rules.
Right.
So I'm telling you, I think the 49ers can stop the run. They stop the run and make Bryce Young beat them, they will win that battle. So to me, that's the catalyst of their team. If they can run the ball and then Bryce Young can do the play action fake and get the ball down the field, and then the defense play with confidence, that's how they've been winning as far as I can see. And they've been having good special teams making field goals. That's the Panthers I've seen. But they still Doc Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, we're not sure. I'm going with the greater coaching staff. That defensive coordinator and Kyle Shanahan, the way he's been managing the offense, it's a thing to see. It's incredible. It really is. Because I'm thinking they would be crap.
I agree with that.
But here's the thing. Everybody that replaced other players on the team, defense and offense, came and did their job. And they played well. That 49 team I saw last week against Arizona, that looked like the old 49 team that went to the Super Bowl.
It did.
I mean, they were playing good on both sides of the ball. They was physical. They ran the ball. They turned the ball over. Good coaching staff. Good coaching decisions. Getting chunks of yards on different plays on the offense. They looked effective. To me, they at home. They play like they played last week and several games throughout the season. They will have no problem with the Panthers, even no matter what the Panthers do. So to me, like you said, a healthy Purdy. Kettle is healthy now. They got a decent running game, and that defense is playing lights out. They stop the run, they win the game. Checkmate. I'm taking the 49ers to win this game. I think the Panthers give up some points. I'm going to take them to win this game. I'm going to say 28 to 17, 49ers. 28-17. So that'd be 45 points on the board. All right, another week in the books. This is week 12, State of Play NFL. Gutta West, Pappa West.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Family, friends, and football. We love it. Let's enjoy football this week. Remember, we got a special edition coming up for Thanksgiving Day.
Special, baby.
And you know his boys is playing on Thanksgiving Day, so it's going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
But in any case, we'll have a toast, and let's enjoy football, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week. All right.